Hey guys, welcome to Everyday Iron Mom vlog. If you're new here, welcome. If you're back, I have a shoe review for you. I'm a new triathlete, so I've got a lot to learn, but I've learned some things along the way. So I just wanted to show you what shoes I've been wearing, what new shoes I'm trying, and some things I've learned about my feet. So hopefully it'll help you out too. I've been wearing about 10 months or so, maybe a little less. I wore the Brooks Ghost 14s. Great shoe. Also, it was pretty before it got well loved. But I didn't have any issues with it until it started wearing out, and then my feet started to hurt a little bit. It does wear pretty quickly. You can see here, which actually prompted me earlier than my feet hurting that I probably need to get new shoes just because it didn't look pretty. But anyway, this is a neutral shoe, which means you don't over or under pronate too much. They do make shoes, I believe, with more support if you are under over pronator. One thing that I recently learned is that Brooks website has a little tool to show you what type of gait you have. If you need a neutral shoe, which is like some of those shoes that I have, or if you need more support or not. So go to that website, check that out. It's not 100% accurate, as I thought I was more, neutral shoes work for me. I thought I was just a pronator, but it turns out I am actually more of an over pronator. And the reason I found that out is because I took a pair of my old shoes that I was wearing and I looked to see where the wear was, and I tend to be on the inside, right here. You can see where that's wearing out, rather than the supinators or pronators would be more on the outside, as they tend to they roll towards the outside of the foot, and me as an overpronator goes on the inside. This is actually pretty common in people with flat feet, which is what I have. Supinators tend to have the high arches, and so their foot rotates outward. So that said, this is what I have been wearing for the past about 10 months. It did take quite a bit of wear on the inside, and I will say that I am terrible about not untying my shoes and slipping them on, which is probably why I've got a little bit more of that going on here. But also, it doesn't have as high of a heel here, and like my new shoe has the higher heel, you can see, and I think that's gonna help with a little less wear. Anyway, the Brooks Ghost 14 has been a great shoe for me. It's a neutral shoe. It's a little bit heavier as far as shoes go. It's at about 9 ounces, but I didn't notice anything. It didn't feel weighted at all. It felt actually pretty quick and light for a shoe. It was pretty breathable. My feet do tend to get hot, so the more mesh and breathable, the better for me. It's about a medium cushion to it, but it didn't feel like it was weighing me down. Great shoe, but my feet did start to hurt by the end of the 10 months, which you are supposed to change every 6 months. So I wanted to try a different brand after I went from the Brooks Ghost. And so I went to my local shoe store, and they weren't a lot of help. They didn't really educate me too much on what I needed. They just handed me a couple of shoes. I just told them I wanted to try the Hoka Cliftons because I heard they're really great shoes. I did try them, but they actually hurt my feet. There's a lot of cushion in them, and I've been told that when there's more cushion, they tend to make them more narrow here, and because I have flat feet, I need a little bit more wider shoe. But I did go with these Asics gel Nimbus 24s that were kind of like the Hoka Cliftons, but when I put them on, they didn't feel so tight around here. I only walked in them in the store though, so when I did get out and run in them, I put about at least 30 miles on them, and my feet hurt. It hurt on the inside and the outside. This shoe is designed, it can be either neutral, is what they say, or can also be designed for those of you with high arches or those who supinate, who hit the outside of the foot. There's a little bit more support there for that. So I kind of wonder if it didn't work out for me because it tends to be more support as a supinator, and I am an over pronator with my flat feet, and I roll on the inside here. So I think maybe that's why it was hurting my feet. Anyway, other than that, the cushion is nice. It's very breathable, softer mesh material than the Brooks. The tongue is nice and stretchy and breathable and soft. It's got the gel, and it's got quite a bit of cushion right in here. It's the FF Blast Plus, so even a little bit more than the regular Blast shoes that they have, which is in the 23s, I believe, and these are the 24s. So then I decided to go back to Brooks, but I wanted to try something a little bit faster, and so I went with a little bit lighter shoe. By the way, these are about, my ghosts weigh about 9 ounces. These are just under about 8.7 ounces, and I could feel the weight of these for some reason more than my ghosts. These come at about just under 8 ounces, about 7.9 ounces, and these are the Launch 8s. I believe now they have the 9s out, and these were actually on sale, normally $100, and they were on sale for $75. So I snagged these up. Wanted to try a faster shoe a little bit later, and also, guys, check out this design. Fun. I wanted a fun shoe too, so it matches a lot of my outfits. So I'm loving it so far. My feet feel pretty good. It's also a neutral shoe and pretty much the same as my Brooks as far as my Ghosts. As far as the mesh, all feels the same. Support is about the same, just a little bit lighter. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I hope you learned a little bit more about the different shoes. Hopefully something in there that can help you. If you're interested in following me on Everyday Iron Mom, I talk all things triathlon. Join me on my vlog. The link's down below. Thanks.